Update. Now, we know that the Niti Aayog meeting that is going to take place today, but according to sources, when it comes to at least 6 of those state chief ministers who have decided to abstain from the meeting that will be chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, because now what is being said that boycotting Niti Aayog's governing council meetings by chief ministers is equal to boycotting the state's development. And there are 100+ important issues that are likely to be taken up for discussion at the governing council meeting, and the states that are not being represented will lose out. And the roadmap that is expected to be laid down on several of those issues, especially when it comes to the MSMEs, infrastructure, investments, minimizing compliances, women empowerment, health and nutrition, skill development, and Gati Shakti for areas of development and social structure, infrastructure. Now, when it comes to several of those states and their chief ministers who have decided to skip today's meeting are likely to miss out on the benefits and the advantages that come in from following these schemes. Because Mohit, if we talk about the governing council of the apex body of Niti Aayog, that includes all the chief ministers, lieutenant governors of union territories, several union ministers as well, and the prime minister is the one who is the chairman on Niti Aayog. We are told that the chief ministers of at least 6 states have decided to skip today's meeting.
Well, you see, Amita, more than 100 issues, as per our sources, will be discussed in this particular meeting. The agenda being thrust on MSMEs, health and nutrition, investment, basic structure, women empowerment, and host of other issues will be discussed in this particular meeting. Now, what the sources within Niti Aayog also say is that there have been various issues that have been addressed by the states in past 7 Niti Aayog's meeting, and above 40 of them, 40+ of them have been addressed by cooperative federalism. Now, the states which come with their problem to the center and to the Niti Aayog, all those issues have been addressed. Now, the states which are boycotting this particular Niti Aayog meeting will miss out on an opportunity to interact with all the stakeholders and also to have benefits for their states, which will be discussed in this particular meeting. Now, remember, Amita, we know for a fact that our various opposition-led parties, including TMC, Aam Aadmi Party, both at the Delhi and Punjab, and BRS, DMK, and BJD also are boycotting this particular, are not attending this particular meeting. Now, various political parties and chief ministers have stated that they are boycotting, though several other reasons have been given by few of the chief ministers that due to ill health or due to some other engagement they are not able to come. But yes, the politics have been played out on this issue. So it's a very important meeting. Now, why exactly Niti Aayog was set up? Niti Aayog was set up to have a cooperative federalism between the state and the center, to discuss issues of the states with the center. Now, 7 such meetings have happened, and this is the 8th meeting. We know that in 2020, the meeting did not happen due to the pandemic. In 2021, there was the meeting with the virtual conference. In 2022, again, many of the states, including the BRS, also skipped the meeting. Now, you may have the political differences, but when it comes to the benefit of the state and when it comes to the issues like health and nutrition, basic infrastructure, finance, women empowerment, and how exactly the medical facilities also, that how exactly the states will work with the center, and the problems that the states have, they need to be addressed by the center. When you don't attend to those meetings, then how exactly those issues will be resolved? So this is what the sources say, that you need to come and attend those meetings. Whereas many of the states are attending this particular meeting, but we expect the meeting will go on till 4 p.m. At around 5, there will be an address by the Prime Minister. And as it happens after every Niti Aayog meeting, a briefing takes place by the Niti Aayog officials at the National Media Center. That might also take place. So you might have your political differences with the center, but when it comes to Niti Aayog, when it comes to the betterment of the state, when it comes to the issues as we were discussing, you need to attend these meetings. While the Aam Aadmi Party, when it comes about Arvind Kejriwal and Delhi, Kejriwal stated that the ordinance that the center has brought in is just to stop the state government's work, Delhi's work, and hence he will be boycotting the meeting. The Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, stated that certain requisitions that were being made by the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab and the Punjab government were not met by the center, and center is not helping them, hence they are boycotting. Similar is the case with the Telangana chief minister. While Mamata Banerjee, what the sources say, that she was not able to attend the meeting, and the request of the chief secretary to attend the meeting was being rejected. So there are political reasons. But what the sources say that if you skip these meetings, then you lose out on the benefits that you can have by attending this meeting. And the sources also say that around 40 plus issues of the states have been addressed, and they have been fully addressed after these meetings of Niti Aayog, and hence it would have been very beneficial for the states to attend this meeting and to have their concerns addressed.
Well, that's the point there, because as Mohit also mentioned, exactly what is now being led by including the Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who announced a boycott of the Niti Aayog meeting, saying that if cooperative federalism becomes a joke, then it is not worth joining the meeting. In fact, Mohit, he also made the announcement in a letter to Prime Minister where he urged him to allow even the non-BJP governments to also work, and also the other state chief ministers not to attend today's meeting as well. We're looking at as many as 6 of them who have decided to abstain.
Yes. Well, yes, Amita, and we know for a fact that how there is a continuous tussle going on between the centre and the Delhi government regarding the ordinance that have been brought in by the central government, while the BJP here in Delhi basically says that Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi were trying to influence the investigation, be it in the liquor scam, the alleged excise policy, be it in the feedback unit scam, be it in the other scams, be it in the Sheesh Mahal scam, which times now broke, and hence they were transferring those particular officials who were responsible for the investigation. Like we have the Special Secretary Vigilance, YVV Rajshekhar, was transferred from his post. However, the allegations came in that he was indulging into malpractices, while the BJP says that how exactly he was looking into the very sensitive cases against the Delhi government officials and the minister, and hence he was being shunted out. So for 8 days, Delhi government made various reshuffles, but then the ordinance came in from the centre government, and after that we have seen that Arvind Kejriwal is trying to align the opposition parties against the ordinance, because he says that in Rajya Sabha, if the opposition parties do not vote for this bill with this ordinance which can be brought in as the bill, then this bill may fall in Rajya Sabha. So that is the reason that has been given by Arvind Kejriwal to not attend this particular meeting. That is why we were discussing
what is being
that
said that several of those issues are likely to be taken up in this today's meeting that will be chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and those states and their representative and the chief ministers who have decided to abstain or skip the meetings will be losing out to the benefits that is extended from the union government to the states there. Mohit, thank you very much. We'll come back to you. Let's get you another